Unemployment Insurance Weekly Claims. Transmission of materials in this release is embargoed until 8:30 a.m. Eastern, Thursday, November 19, 2020. Seasonally adjusted data. In the week ending November 14, the advance figure for seasonally adjusted initial claims was 742,000, an increase of 31,000 from the previous week's revised level. The previous week's level was revised up by 2,000 from 709,000 to 711,000. The 4-week moving average was 742,000, a decrease of 13,750 from the previous week's revised average. The previous week's average was revised up by 500 from 755,250 to 755,750. The advanced seasonally adjusted insured unemployment rate was 4.3% for the week ending November 7, a decrease of 0.3 percentage point from the previous week's unrevised rate. The advance number for seasonally adjusted insured unemployment during the week ending November 7 was 6,372,000, a decrease of 429,000 from the previous week's revised level. The previous week's level was revised up 15,000 from 6,786,000 to 6,801,000. The 4-week moving average was 7,054,500, a decrease of 525,000 from the previous week's revised average. The previous week's average was revised up by 3,750 from 7,575,750 to 7,579,500. Unadjusted data. The advance number of actual initial claims under state programs, unadjusted, totaled 743,460 in the week ending November 14, an increase of 18,344, or 2.5%, from the previous week. The seasonal factors had expected a decrease of 13,302, or minus 1.8%, from the previous week. There were 227,892 initial claims in the comparable week in 2019. In addition, for the week ending November 14, 52 states reported 320,237 initial claims for pandemic unemployment assistance. The advance unadjusted insured unemployment rate was 4.2% during the week ending November 7, a decrease of 0.2 percentage point from the prior week. The advance unadjusted number for persons claiming UI benefits in state programs totaled 6,081,402, a decrease of 419,670, or minus 6.5%, from the preceding week. The seasonal factors had expected an increase of 9,438, or 0.1%, from the previous week. A year earlier the rate was 1.0% and the volume was 1,460,773. The total number of people claiming benefits in all programs for the week ending October 31 was 20,319,615, a decrease of 841,245 from the previous week. There were 1,476,521 persons claiming benefits in all programs in the comparable week in 2019. During the week ending October 31, extended benefits were available in the following 40 states: Alaska, Arizona, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, District of Columbia, Georgia, Hawaii, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, Nevada, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, North Carolina, Ohio, Oklahoma, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Puerto Rico, Rhode Island, South Carolina, Texas, Vermont, the Virgin Islands, Virginia, Washington, and West Virginia. Initial claims for UI benefits filed by former federal civilian employees totaled 2,555 in the week ending November 7, a decrease of 295 from the prior week. There were 899 initial claims filed by newly discharged veterans, an increase of 70 from the preceding week. There were 13,540 former federal civilian employees claiming UI benefits for the week ending October 31, an increase of 1,183 from the previous week. Newly discharged veterans claiming benefits totaled 11,905, a decrease of 271 from the prior week. During the week ending October 31, 51 states reported 8,681,647 individuals claiming pandemic unemployment assistance benefits, and 51 states reported 4,376,847 individuals claiming pandemic emergency unemployment compensation benefits. The highest insured unemployment rates in the week ending October 31 were in California, 8.3, Hawaii, 8.3, New Mexico, 8.0, Nevada, 7.6, Georgia, 6.5, Pennsylvania, 6.4, Alaska, 6.2, Massachusetts, 6.2, District of Columbia, 6.0, and Illinois, 5.7. The largest increases in initial claims for the week ending November 7 were in Washington, plus 7,683, California, plus 5,293, Massachusetts, plus 3,383, Alabama, plus 1,704, and Louisiana, plus 1,626, while the largest decreases were in Georgia, minus 13,426, Illinois, minus 6,357, Kentucky, minus 4,830, Texas, minus 3,934, and New Jersey, minus 3,725. Unemployment insurance data for regular state programs week ending November 14. Initial claims seasonally adjusted 742,000. Initial claims not seasonally adjusted 743,460. 4-week moving average seasonally adjusted 742,000. Week ending November 7. Insured unemployment seasonally adjusted 6,372,000. Insured unemployment not seasonally adjusted 6,081,402. 4-week moving average seasonally adjusted 7,054,500. Insured unemployment rate seasonally adjusted 4.3%. Insured unemployment rate not seasonally adjusted 4.2%. Initial claims filed in federal programs unadjusted. Week ending November 14. Pandemic unemployment assistance 320,237. Week ending November 7. Federal employees UCFE 2,555. Newly discharged veterans UCX 899. Persons claiming UI benefits in all programs unadjusted. Week ending October 31. Total 20,319,615. Footnotes. SA seasonally adjusted data, NSA not seasonally adjusted data. 1. Prior year is comparable to most recent data. 2. Most recent week used covered employment of 146,534,375 as denominator. 3. Information on the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance (PUA) program can be found in UIPL 16-20, PUA program information. 4. Information on the Pandemic Emergency Unemployment Compensation (PEUC) program can be found in Unemployment Insurance Program Letter UIPL 17-20, PEUC program information. 5. Information on the EB program can be found here, EB program information. 6. Some states maintain additional benefit programs for those claimants who exhaust regular benefits, and when applicable, extended benefits. Information on states that participate, and the extent of benefits paid, can be found starting on page 4-4 of this link. Extensions and Special Programs PDF. 7. Information on STC work sharing can be found starting on page 4-8 of the following link. Extensions and Special Programs PDF. 8. Totals include PUA unemployment for the appropriate corresponding week. Advance state claims, not seasonally adjusted. Initial claims filed during week ended November 14. U.S. total 743,460. Insured unemployment for week ended November 7. U.S. total 6,081,402. Note: advance claims are not directly comparable to claims reported in prior weeks. Advance claims are reported by the state liable for paying the unemployment compensation, whereas previous weeks' reported claims reflect claimants by state of residence. In addition, claims reported as workshare equivalent in the previous week are added to the advance claims as a proxy for the current week's workshare equivalent activity. Seasonally adjusted US weekly UI claims in thousands. November 14, 2020. Initial claims 742. November 7, 2020. Insured unemployment 6,372. Pandemic unemployment assistance claims not seasonally adjusted. PUA initial claims filed during week ended November 14. U.S. total 320,237. PUA continued claims for week ended October 31. U.S. total 8,681,647. Note: information on the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance (PUA) program can be found in UIPL 16-20. PUA program information. Backdated claims data may be included in these figures. Pandemic Emergency Unemployment Compensation claims, not seasonally adjusted. PEUC claims filed during weeks ended October 31. U.S. total 4,376,847. Note: information on the Pandemic Emergency Unemployment Compensation (PEUC) program can be found in Unemployment Insurance Program Letter, UIPL 17-20. PEUC program information. Extended Benefits (EB) claims, not seasonally adjusted. EB claims filed during weeks ended October 31. U.S. total 633,918. Note: information on the EB program can be found here. EB program information. Initial claims filed during week ended November 7. Totals 725,116. Insured unemployment for week ended October 31. Totals 6,501,072. Figures appearing in columns showing over the week changes reflect all revisions in data for prior week submitted by state agencies. 1. The Unemployment Compensation Program for Federal Employees (UCFE) and the Unemployment Compensation for Ex-Service Members (UCX) exclude claims filed jointly under other programs to avoid duplication. 2. Rate is not seasonally adjusted. The source of U.S. total covered employment is BLS. Unadjusted initial claims for week ended November 7, 2020. States with an increase of more than 1,000. State change. State supplied comment. Washington plus 7,683. Layoffs in the construction, manufacturing, wholesale trade, retail trade, finance, healthcare and social assistance, and accommodation and food services industries. California plus 5,293. Massachusetts plus 3,383. Alabama plus 1,704. Layoffs in the healthcare and social assistance, retail trade, and administrative and support and waste management and remediation services industries. Louisiana plus 1,626. Idaho plus 1,089. States with a decrease of more than 1,000. State change. State supplied comment. Georgia minus 13,426. Fewer layoffs in the accommodations and food services, administrative and support and waste management and remediation services, healthcare and social assistance, retail trade, and manufacturing industries. Illinois minus 6,357. Kentucky minus 4,830. Texas minus 3,934. New Jersey minus 3,725. Kansas minus 3,212. New York minus 1,840. Fewer layoffs in the retail trade, wholesale trade, and information industries. Technical notes. This news release presents the weekly unemployment insurance (UI) claims reported by each state's unemployment insurance program offices. These claims may be used for monitoring workload volume, assessing state program operations, and for assessing labor market conditions. States initially report claims directly taken by the state liable for the benefit payments, regardless of where the claimant who filed the claim resided. These are the basis for the advance initial claims and continued claims reported each week. These data come from ETA 538, Advance Weekly Initial and Continued Claims Report. The following week initial claims and continued claims are revised based on a second reporting by states that reflect the claimants by state of residence. These data come from the ETA 539, Weekly Claims and Extended Benefits Trigger Data Report. A. Initial claims. An initial claim is a claim filed by an unemployed individual after a separation from an employer. The claimant requests a determination of basic eligibility for the UI program. When an initial claim is filed with a state, certain programmatic activities take place and these result in activity counts including the count of initial claims. The count of U.S. initial claims for unemployment insurance is a leading economic indicator because it is an indication of emerging labor market conditions in the country. However, these are weekly administrative data which are difficult to seasonally adjust, making the series subject to some volatility. B. Continued weeks claimed. A person who has already filed an initial claim and who has experienced a week of unemployment then files a continued claim to claim benefits for that week of unemployment. Continued claims are also referred to as insured unemployment. The count of U.S. continued weeks claimed is also a good indicator of labor market conditions. Continued claims reflect the current number of insured unemployed workers filing for UI benefits in the nation. While continued claims are not a leading indicator, they roughly coincide with economic cycles at their peaks and lag at cycle troughs. They provide confirming evidence of the direction of the U.S. economy. C. Seasonal adjustments and annual revisions. Over the course of a year, the weekly changes in the levels of initial claims and continued claims undergo regularly occurring fluctuations. These fluctuations may result from seasonal changes in weather, major holidays, the opening and closing of schools, or other similar events. Because these seasonal events follow a more or less regular pattern each year, their influence on the level of a series can be tempered by adjusting for regular seasonal variation. These adjustments make trend and cycle developments easier to spot. At the beginning of each calendar year, the Bureau of Labor Statistics provides the Employment and Training Administration (ETA) with a set of seasonal factors to apply to the unadjusted data during that year. Concurrent with the implementation and release of the new seasonal factors, ETA incorporates revisions to the UI claims historical series caused by updates to the unadjusted data. U.S. Department of Labor news materials are accessible at http://www.dol.gov.